I'll leave it to you. I'll leave it to you guys now. About Christmas, I guess.
Right.
Thoughts on it?
Thoughts on Christmas?
Yes.
Well, Jesus was not born on December 25th. That was a holiday that is
Smart way.
celebrated.
They debate about that, you know. Like
That's crazy. They can't even agree on his birthday. And that's true because the Orthodox are like a week later.
I've talked to some Christians.
The two largest denominations can't even agree on the same day. Good.
I've talked to some Christians where I say, you know, Jesus wasn't born on the 25th, right? And they get all angry. Oh, yes, he was. Yes, he was. How do you not, like, about his birthday? This is what they're disagreeing about. It's crazy.
Well, the description, if I'm not mistaken, in the Bible is that it was warm weather when he was born.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't winter.
I mean, we know where Christmas came from.
It came
on
from
the 25th.
the pagan Mithra's birth, bro.
That's what it was, right?
The winter solstice. Yes, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You said Superman. You said the supreme God chose to be a man.
The supernatural God chose to become a man. Yes, sir.
So God died.
God in human form as a man died
So
on a
God
cross.
died. So
God
you can
in
kill-
human form.
God can die.
God limited
That's
himself
my
and became
thought
a
too. I
human
mean,
being.
I agree with them, bro.
It's that simple.
It literally is that
This is
simple.
where the Trinity becomes a mystery because you'll ask them, is God all knowing? They'll say yes. And then you'll say, did Jesus know the hour? And they'll say no. It's a mystery. There's no explanation to that. If God is all knowing and something is all knowing, they therefore
But my
lack to be
point is,
God.
if God came down, then why 20 years he didn't do nothing? He's building tables and chairs. And I mean, bro, it's just, come on, bro.
If God came down, then why is the Revelation, the book we're supposed to follow, all the perspectives of people around God? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why, like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is it Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Paul writing about what they heard Jesus saying? Why isn't it Jesus's book?
God couldn't even leave the book completed.
No, and not only that, he couldn't even do it in his lifetime. He then had to, he couldn't even finish it while he was on earth. He then had to come and say, actually, I forgot a couple things. I'm going to speak to Paul, and Paul's going to write
Basically,
half
I'm
the
going
New
to make Paul a
Testament.
prophet.
But they don't call him a prophet. This is what I just
But
don't get.
He can't be called anything less. If he's seen their God talking to him directly, you're a prophet.
And then you're saying, I'm basically receiving revelation when
That's what
I
that
am
is.
now an authoritative figure to write scripture for humanity
if
to
he's
follow.
seen a vision directly, God, that's Moses spoke to the burning bush through God. That's prophethood. That's not a disciple. That's not apostle. That's prophet.
They just, yeah.
It doesn't say that anywhere in the Bible.
Oh, it says it all over the Bible.
Where does it say he limited himself into a human being?
Philippians chapter 2. Have this
Paul wrote this, by the way. Philippians,
Of course,
Paul wrote
Paul
this.
wrote
This isn't even Jesus' words.
attitude in yourselves, which was also in
Have
Christ
this
Jesus,
attitude in what?
who, although he existed in the form of God, did
Right.
not regard equality with God a thing to be grasped, but emptied himself.
I'm the same.
So that's the ironic thing. I'm sorry to keep pausing, but they'll say they trust the Bible because it's written at the time of Jesus. But then you'll quote someone that never met Jesus. It doesn't make any sense, man.
Paul said for us to have the same attitude as Christ, who thought it not robbery to be equal with God. So I should think like that.
You better learn
Not
to read
that
in
God-
context, sir. You keep going through that passage, and it
You guys
says
are the
he
kings
existed in the
about a
form of
context, especially when talking about Islam. You need to put it in context. They're the kings of quoting things out of context.
You're
Especially
supposed
other
to
faiths.
kill the non-believers.
With no context. At all. It's on zero.
We're doing a terrible job. We're failing. We're all going to hell.
Push play that.
If we're commanded to kill the non-believers, every Muslim on earth is going to hell. We're going to burn.
I know this is so
God, and did not regard equality with God a
And
thing
we
to be
supposed
grasped,
to
but
think the
emptied
same
himself,
way.
taking upon himself the form of a
So
bondservant.
if we can take that same mind state,
Yeah,
that
but
really
just
ruined your
because I
nerves
think
though. Like,
like
listen, like
Harvey
you're like a faith scholar, and you're trying to have a serious debate with people that want to come at you, and this guy's punching the ball, bro. He's just
Yeah.
punching the ball. That shit would drive me crazy. I couldn't do this show.
You don't think you could?
No, I could go for other things, like talking about life, but if it was for faith, I would never. I think you just being on the show and discussing faith, you're a clown. It shows to me that you're more of a clout chaser than you just, as long as I get exposure, you're just by sitting at that table, you're making a mockery of all your faiths. I'm sorry. You don't think so? Could you imagine Sheikh Uthman or someone of that caliber sitting there? I'm not talking a comedian or someone I'm talking about someone that's a religious scholar. It's disrespect to their knowledge to even sit at a table where these types of asshole over here acting like he's drunk. This guy's mocking you every 2 seconds. And this asshole's punching a ball while you're discussing something that's very serious. I think you got to be a fool to be of any denomination of faith and sit at this table and discuss faith. Period.
Dude, look at this. I mean, what else do you want to know, bro? I when I went to Italy, I saw this in one of the churches.
Bro, just take it off, bro.
Mary crying blood.
And we love this woman, bro. We love this woman. Bro. God loved her more than anybody. Bro. I feel good as a Muslim knowing she never had to cry because God did not allow anything to happen to her son, bro. What a great feeling as a Muslim to know that the Virgin Mary, peace and blessings be upon her, the woman that has her own chapter in the book,
bro,
knows that her son was not humiliated and beaten like a piñata and humiliated, that God did not allow that to happen to his messenger, let alone if God had had a son and we did that, he would have ripped the earth in half.
Bro, Beck.
When they say he had a son, if God had a son and we did that to him, he would have ripped the earth in half, bro.
Beck, why does this kind of look like Charlie Kirk?
I don't know, bro. These images are kind of bothering me right now.
Doesn't that look like Charlie Kirk?
It's not even her, bro.
I know, dude. But like, what else do you need to know of which religion was tampered
Thou
by
shalt
the
not
devil?
make any graven image of thy Lord.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, what? These are in churches, not all churches.
Thou shalt not make any image of thy Lord. 10 Commandments.
Makes me
Forget
wanna vomit.
Islam.
That makes me want to
Forget the Muslims. Where are the 10 Commandments? Where are they? Where are they?
Let's get back
And you
to
want
it.
to debate hard fundamentals? You guys can't get past basics.
Doesn't that look like Charlie Kirk? Am I crazy?
Wait, so if I hold on. Now I don't necessarily want to do this, but if I smack the shit out of you right now, you just gonna turn the other cheek?
Yeah, absolutely. Can I say physical boundaries? Go ahead.
You gonna turn the other cheek?
I'm giving you an opportunity.
All right, you said I can't do it.
Oh, so he's your God.
That's
is he?
your boss. That's your
You
boss.
just do whatever he says.
If he gave me the order though, I'll smack the door out.
All right, go ahead. You guys are so phony.
I know
scary.
you would.
So scary. Come on, hit me, Nutty. If he tells you to hit me, right? He's your God then. That's scary.
Wait, so
What?
I haven't seen any cheek turning in Christian history ever. 1 million dead Iraqis cheering on the deaths of Gazan children. I haven't seen a fucking single cheek turn once, bro.
We know we turned a cheek when we blew the faces off of millions of Japanese with nuclear bombs.
I haven't seen one in a Christian nation. They say it's a Christian nation. I haven't seen a single cheek turn, bro, ever in history.
The Russians and Ukrainians are doing an amazing job of that. The same branch, they're turning cheeks. Yeah, no, they're blowing their faces off. They're blowing each other's heads to bits while their women are leaving and marrying guys from other countries and starting OnlyFans and posting themselves half naked online. That's what's happening. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I
Nothing.
seek refuge in the Most High from the accursed Satan.
Nothing lower than women can do than that. Nothing.
Bro.
Not a single thing lower than that. And the men that consume it are just as low.
Turning cheeks. What did we just watch yesterday? Ha!
The hell was that?
The waka thing, the haka thing.
Uh,
What did we see in Texas? What did we just see in Texas? There's no God. This is one nation under God, not Allah.
all right.
That's what we saw.
Next video.
Great job at turning cheeks. And what does that even prove, turning the cheek? He slaps you and you turn the cheek.
I just don't think
Jesus flipped a table. He's coming with a sword. What, like,
I don't think, no disrespect to Matan, I do enjoy a lot of his content. I just don't think this is the proper platform for these types of serious discussions because I think it's disrespectful to both faiths that participated. I wouldn't recommend the Muslim scholar to ever go on that show. It's making a mockery of the faith.
all right.